Hey, what's up, Internet? It's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you, and we're celebrating the only way we know how by talking over some video games. And this one is called Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Let me say that again, it's quite hard to say. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, or KOTOR for short. And I'm joined by Ben Joy. How's it going, Ben?
Very well, thank you. I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm actually thrilled because I feel like ever since we started streaming as part of Edge Play, the one game I've always wanted to stream is Knights of the Old Republic, and it's finally happening. We finally have a great excuse to put this fantastic Star Wars game front and center and just soak it all in. I mean, already feeling very Star Warsy. I don't know about you, but this is a classic Star Wars vibe right here. Got the scroll in text, saying some stuff about the story. You don't need to know anything about the story. We're going to be your guides to the story of Knights of the Old Republic today. So
Jedis, Wookiees, Jawas, all that good stuff.
The game does feature at least one Wookiee, confirmed, and Jedi, plural. Is it Jedis or Jedi for plural Jedi?
I think it's just Jedi. I think it's like sheep. It's the same word for both.
Okay.
I think.
Let's see where we're kicking things off.
Probably in space.
Yeah. Among the stars, where wars take place. I mean, this game is quite old. When did this come out? I should have done my research before we started. This is like 2000, 2002, that kind of era. Original Xbox game, and we are playing here on the Xbox Series X with backwards compatibility. I've already done the character creation before we got started, so I emotionally accepted the game defaults. I'm a guy called, I think my name is Jups.
I think my name is Luke Skywalker.
No, it's got like a name generator, and it called me Jups Deris, I believe. We'll find out in a second, probably.
Better than your real name. Just to correct you, apparently it was first released in 2003.
Wow, okay, I was close.
Yeah, recently.
So this is your first little glimpse of how the game works. So you get these kind of conversation options, and people talk to you. You get to choose how to respond, and as this is a Star Wars game, you obviously have lots of choices where you can be like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a goody two shoes and pick the light side option," or I'm gonna be a complete dick and choose
to the dark side,
the negative options. Yeah, and I move further towards the dark side. I'm going to stick mostly light side here. I feel like the dark side stuff is really fun, but it's also, you should play the game if you want to do the dark side stuff. That's like, it's almost like a spoiler to show off all the fun dark side moments.
Yeah. You can have a worse experience, be a good guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally how the game works. I mean, like, it's like, it will shame you for doing bad things, but doing bad things is way more fun and easier, just like in real life.
So, the moral of the story, folks, don't be good, be bad.
So what's going on here? We're on a spaceship, we're under attack, and there's a Jedi on the ship called Bastila. We've just been woken up, and they're like, hey, we're under attack, like, get your gear on, we can go and like try and save her or do something, and so we can collect some stuff. It's third person, as you can see. It's kind of like a turn-based RPG. You'll see some combat in a minute as well, I think. And let's put some clothes on.
Yep, let's get a sweet robe on. Have you got a robe?
I don't have a robe. So that's one of the interesting things about this game, actually. So you are not a Jedi when this game starts, and it takes a long time before you actually are a Jedi. Like, you play the game for hours before they're like, maybe we should make this guy a Jedi, and it's like, you're like, finally. But it does make it really rewarding, actually. When you finally get those lightsabers, you're like, oh, I've earned it. For the time being, I'm going to rock a sword, which is as close to a lightsaber as I can get.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I was gonna say in real life, like in the lore of Star Wars, obviously not in real life. It takes quite a while to become a Jedi. Like,
yeah, that's true. They train them from they basically kidnap children and train them for years. It's like a whole child soldier program.
Yeah, and sometimes those children get murdered. Sometimes they make it. It's Star Wars is a dark place.
It is. No one said war was clean and easy. So I can switch between my pipe members, so I can be this dude, and I think I need to be to open this door. Boom.
Oh, so you have to change characters to progress. So we're playing as this dude, but sometimes we play as other dudes.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's very inspired by Dungeons & Dragons, so you have, like, a party of 2 people, and they all have different abilities, so some of them will be like, oh, I'm really good at hacking, and some will be like, I'm really good at blowing things up, and there'll be points where you need to switch between them to accomplish missions in different ways. And there's usually multiple ways of getting through missions. You have a bit of a choice, but you also often do need to switch to other people to make use of their abilities, or train yourself in those abilities yourself, so you can kind of learn a lot of the abilities if you want to, but you only have a certain amount of skill points to spend.
Right,
Beep boop.
got ya. Was that your R2-D2 impression? Even though I don't think that was R2-D2.
It wasn't R2-D2, it was a different
random
droid.
other droid.
I think it's a little bit offensive to droids that you assumed I was doing R2-D2.
I'm choosing the dark side.
These guys look
so
like
can you play this? Can you play this like local co-op? Like I assume at the time, like obviously, like doing it online co-op was not really an option with the consoles it was on.
No, it's all single player. It's very much it's a single player RPG, and the combat is quite unusual, I guess. It's not very action based. It's like this, so it pauses whenever you see an enemy, and you choose what you want your guy to do, and then it just kind of executes it using Dungeons and Dragons rules. So it's doing dice rolls and stuff, and taking turns to figure out like how the battle's going to go. You can kind of choose between different abilities. I'm just going to choose to stab this dude.
It's like Pokemon.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean it happens. So you can make it happen quite quickly. Let's just loot these corpses. You can just press attack and then just let it go. But if there's like a more difficult battle, you might have to choose. Oh, I should be more strategic and choose some specific abilities here that will help me out against these enemies. So yeah, I don't really have any abilities at the minute. I've got like attack and power attack. Power attack is a bit slower, but also a bit stronger, and has like a higher chance to miss, I think. Oh, this guy's got a sword as well. Take that.
Oh, little sword fight.
Yeah. It does mean that when you do get those lightsabers and you're fighting other people with lightsabers, the battles look really cool because they're all like kind of choreographed, rather than you having to actually press the buttons. Was that a sneeze?
It was, yeah. I muted myself, but it didn't come through.
You're allergic to sick sword battles in space.
Yeah, like you must have had some dust on your sword when it came out. It just went up my nose.
Yeah, just changing some gear here. I think I just got the one thing. 2 swords, baby!
Whoa, double wielding.
Yeah. It's
Right, you want to be careful with those. You don't want to be doing yourself mischief, alright?
Okay. A lot of this game is just straight up stealing. Like you just walking around, opening boxes, opening people's clothes, being like, "I'm having this stuff now."
I mean, that's just the way it works in space.
Yeah, that's true. It's like finders keepers, but on an intergalactic scale.
In space, possession is 10/10 of the law, unlike on Earth, where it's 9/10 of the law.
So I could have chosen blasters. My character is spec'd to be better with swords than with blasters.
Right.
But you do have a choice of whether you want to use guns or whether you want to use like melee weapons. And like I say, later in the game, you do get the ability to become a Jedi and have lightsabers and stuff. Oh, I've got a frag grenade here. Should I try and frag these guys?
Yeah, let's frag them. Frag them, baby.
Boom! I feel like throwing a grenade inside a spaceship is wildly irresponsible.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe not the smartest move, but it was cool.
It was cool. And that's the most
safety
important
trumps cool every time. Lots of life lessons in this stream today. Lots of life lessons.
Yeah. Stealing.
Wait, cool trumps safety. That's why then.
Yeah, I thought you meant that.
Yeah. Always be cool. Like me.
I can hear something going on. I'm not sure where it is. Let's just make sure I'm getting all the sweet loot from this area. Sweet credits.
Yeah.
So I can buy more swords. I want to hold 3 swords at once. I don't think I can hold 3 swords at once. Oh, no.
Just have like one in each hand and like one under your chin, just like that. You'll have the power of 3 swords, but your flexibility and mobility will be right down.
Yeah, I'm thinking just like a chest-mounted sword, just one that just sticks out.
Oh, so you just like run into people?
Yeah.
Is that how you're gonna fight? Is that how you're gonna fight people? With the shoulders.
All we do is get in the way.
Oh, these with their lightsabers. Oh. So that's what I think I would do in a fight with a lightsaber. Like, I've got this sick weapon. Do you know what I'm going to do next? Throw a kick out there. Just bamboozle. No one's expecting a kick in a lightsaber fight.
Damn, we could have used her help.
I like how the game, at this stage, knowing that you're not a Jedi, it's like, we better remind people that there's lightsabers in this game.
Yeah.
Let's just show them a fight that they can't participate in, and then kill them off.
Yeah. I like how the level of sympathy for that Jedi was so low from your partner there. It's like, oh no, that was a Jedi. Not like, oh no, she's dead. It's like, oh man, really would have been great if she could have helped us instead of dying.
Yeah.
So selfish.
I mean, yeah, it would have been pretty helpful, to be fair, to have a Jedi on our side.
Yeah. Where's Yoda when you need him?
What would your lightsaber colour be if you could pick a lightsaber colour?
Blue.
Blue.
What would yours be?
I'd
like red because I'm on the dark side.
I like an orange lightsaber. That's my vibe, because that's like, I'm like a bit evil, but there's just there's just enough goodness in me.
You're on the turn. You could go either way.
People are like, oh, he's bad, but I could change him. If I loved him enough, he would become good.
Is that your ploy? You're trying to attract the Jedi women who think they can save you.
Yes, exactly that.
We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar.
Hello in the chat to Dan, who says,
"Hey Dan,
nerds," and he is correct. Today is, this is probably one of the nerdiest streams we've done so far, because we're literally just chatting Star Wars. But it's Star Wars Day. It's our day, Dan. You can't take this away from us. People fought and died in the Star Wars for our right to celebrate this day.
What is your favourite Star War? Is that the singular of Star Wars?
I'm not sure it is, but you mean like my favourite Star Wars film?
Yeah, like film, show. I know what mine is, and I feel like yours is probably the same as mine.
I like the original Star Wars. In terms of the recent stuff, I think The Mandalorian is like the modern era stuff, which is the best. I can level up.
I think I'm with you there. Like show-wise, I love The Mandalorian. And then probably movie-wise, the original 3 were the best ones, which I think is not a very controversial opinion to have.
No, but nowadays. The Dark Jedi. And nowadays, people are like pretending they like the prequels, and I'm like, it's not allowed.
You think nostalgia is here, and people are just remembering them differently?
Yeah, I think people who were children when the prequels came out like have a lot more fondness for them than adults, or even teenagers when they came out.
Yeah, that's fair.
So my friend just like took on this Jedi, and I feel like he's not going to survive. But we'll go with that anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, he didn't care about the other Jedi getting killed, so screw him.
Yeah.
I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Bastila's escape pod is away.
Okay, so she's already escaped. Basically, it's just me stuck on the ship now.
You have to get to the escape pods.
We better get going.
Yeah, we got to get to the escape pods.
Are you excited for the new Obi-Wan series? It's coming later this month.
Tentatively, yeah. I mean, I hope it's good. I will definitely watch it.
I am hoping. I'm looking forward to not enjoying it all the way through, and then the random Mandalorian episode being in there that I can enjoy.
You're just going to insert the Mandalorian halfway through. People love this guy. Get him in there.
Yeah. I can't believe they've not released it today. Surely anyone in the marketing department would have been like, hey guys, you need to have this ready so that we can drop it on May the 4th.
Or do you think today we will get some stuff, like a trailer for a new film maybe, or a trailer for Mandalorian Season 3?
Maybe. You normally do, don't you? It'd be cool to get Mandalorian Season 3, because I'm looking forward to that.
Here's a good example of a really simple choice, but basically the next room's full of bad guys, and he's like, oh, you could like hack the security systems to like kill some of them before you go in there, or you can reprogram this droid and he'll fight for you. And I like to reprogram the droid because I think that's more fun.
Good choice. That is way more fun.
So let's reactivate the droid, and it will cost me some parts. Okay, so yeah, patrol mode means he'll walk around and he'll just shoot them when he sees them. And I've got enough parts to give him some shields as well, so he'll probably survive a little bit longer. And then we can see how this goes.
So there's we've talked about it a couple of times, I guess, on streams and in the roundups. But there are some Star Wars games in the works at the moment, aren't they? And EA have no longer got the exclusivity deal, so some new minds and some new thoughts, going into the games. It's gonna be cool to see what's coming out in the next few years. They're not games I've ever really played a lot of the Star Wars games. I played a bit of Squadrons, but I've not played a lot of the games. So,
I mean, one of the exciting things is that they are officially doing a remake of this game, which I hope is good, but I'm not sure will be. It feels like they're going to probably change quite a lot of it, so we'll have to see.
Yeah. I mean, you have quite strong positive feelings towards this game, which is always a risk when something gets remade, that the expectation is high.
Yeah. Someone in the chat, JTTG, says, how do you feel about David Cage doing Star Wars? Yeah, he's doing Star Wars Eclipse, so he's the guy behind Detroit Become Human, and Indigo Prophecy, or Fahrenheit, depending on where you played that game back in the day, and like Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain. I think that's potentially a really good fit, but it remains to be seen. I actually really liked Detroit Become Human more than most people. I think it is cheesy, and it's like maybe not as well written as David Cage thinks it is. Like, I think he has a higher opinion of himself than his actual ability. But I do at least appreciate. I like a little interactive, quick time event. Making choices, hopefully getting a good story out of it. So I think that one's going to be quite exciting. I think I'm more interested in that one than I am in some of the other Star Wars games that we might see soon. I'm having a dream.
Oh, a Jedi dream. Yeah. Dreaming of being a Jedi.
Yeah, so this is the thing. Like, in the game, they're like, hey, we usually only turn kids into Jedi because it takes years and years and years and years and years. But it turns out you're just like so amazing that you're gonna we'll make you a Jedi anyway.
Yeah.
This is Karth. He's like my new party bro. People don't like Karth. Like, people on the internet hate him, but I think he's all right. I got my name wrong. My name's Dups, not Jups. Jedi Dups reporting for duty.
We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We're banged up pretty bad from our escape.
So this is the first planet of the game. It's called Taris, and hopefully we'll be able to just have a little wander around in a second. But it's kind of where I guess the actual game begins. It's like open worldy a bit. Like, it's not massive, but you can explore this city and pursue different kind of approaches to missions, and also there'll just be things that happen to you as you walk around. Like, you'll stumble across scenarios where you'll have choices about whether you want to intervene in a very light side way or a very dark side way or a bit of a neutral way.
Bit of an orange lightsaber way.
Bit of an orange lightsaber way, yeah. Or a purple lightsaber. That was like Mace Windu's deal. Like, Samuel L. Jackson was like, I want red and blue together to symbolise that I am just badass. And George Lucas was like, all right. I'll let you dictate that. I'm not fussy about this lore that I've been creating for 30 years.
Yeah, I mean, if Samuel L. Jackson says he wants it, Samuel L. Jackson gets it.
Exactly. I mean, I wouldn't say no to Samuel L. Jackson.
Moving on.
Just letting that sit out there.
I just needed to breathe for a second.
Yeah.
What's going on here? I haven't been paying attention to the text.
Yeah, so we crash landed on this planet, and Bastila also. We got in the escape pod, and so did she. She's crash landed somewhere here, and we can't find her. I was passed out, but this dude dragged me to this apartment that was like abandoned, and now we're like, we should probably go and try and find Bastila because she's like so important to the Jedi.
You said that really sarcastically.
Well, she is important to the Jedi, and he's explaining why. It's because she's got a special ability. You know how they have like force powers, like force lightning or moving shit or telling you that the droids aren't what you're looking for. She has this thing where she can like sway large battles by like giving people like courage or like making them lose morale. So really, really important if you're gonna like have like a big, if you're gonna have a Star War, you want Bastila on your side.
Right.
And obviously there's a Darth, there's a Sith called Darth Malak who is hunting her, and this whole planet is like under Sith control, so we're gonna have to like move about a little bit sneakily at times.
Bit
That
stealth.
will be good.
Bit crouch walking.
See, I mean, you know that I hate stealth, and actually one of the things I appreciate about this game is there are bits where it's like, hey, maybe you should stealth it, but you always have the choice to just be like, nah, like I'm just a legend.
Full speed ahead.
Yeah, I'm
gonna go walking through, banging a pot on a pan, like
Yeah.
just letting people know that I'm here.
Yeah, like basically every time the game suggests stealth, I switch my character to frag grenades.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some.
Let's have a little look around Taris. I mean, this will be your first glimpse of the world as well. So there's a few planets in the game, and at the beginning it's like linear, like you have to go through Taris, you have to go to Dantooine, but then you get to a point in the game where there's like 4 different planets that you can choose from to go to, and you can do them in any order that you want, or you can mix and match them. So it does get more open. And in this game, obviously, you see a lot of this game's DNA in Mass Effect, because BioWare made this and then went on to make Mass Effect, which was like their own sci-fi universe, but maybe has some very similar concepts in terms of the way the game's put together, the conversations, the light and dark side, the party members, and all that kind of stuff. What have I got in terms of equipment? All sorts of things. I'm just going to change to some even better swords.
Why would you get the prototype Vibro Blade when you could get the Vibro Blade anyway? Or is the prototype a new version of the
I think the prototype's like, hey, you know those Vibro Blades? We've got like the new one. It's not even on store shelves yet. It's a prototype.
Yeah. What happens if they vibroed even more?
Exactly. As the Vibro Blades is like the game's... basically, they were like, we need to have like a good reason why a sword could block a lightsaber. So they invented Vibro Blades, which are like, what if the sword just vibrates, and that, as well as making it more pleasurable to use, means that it can block lightsabers. Far be it from me to question the Vibro Blade storyline.
I just like the fact that vibration stops a lightsaber. So if ever you get hit with a lightsaber, if you just like go, you'd be fine.
Well, you got to vibrate pretty fast.
The vibration of you.
I don't think.
I reckon
you
the
can't
heat of the
vibrate
moment,
fast enough.
You don't reckon?
No.
I think in the heat of the moment, if a lightsaber's coming at me, I can get my vibrations up.
If you could vibrate that fast, you'd be a lot more popular.
I just play the song "Good Vibrations," and if it's not there in my head, I'll just be singing it. Although that's quite a slow song, so
yeah,
that wouldn't really get my speed up. Anyway,
we stepped outside our front door, and immediately the game's giving us our first choice, which is space racism. This guy's just like, I hate aliens, and now we're gonna probably intervene. Okay, he didn't even give me a choice. He's like, you're standing too close to an alien.
He's made the choice. Get the Vibro Blade out and
let's vibrate him. Oh, he missed it.
No,
Vibrate. Yeah.
Yes. Whoa, what happened to the Stormtrooper guys?
I think he blew up.
Oh, he came.
They made the clever choice of using alien languages to disguise most of the voice work, so you didn't have to record as many lines.
Smart.
Very smart. Cool. Let's steal this guy's stuff. Yoink. Oh, I can level up again. Let's just take whatever the game recommends.
Yeah. The Force is becoming strong with you.
Yeah, I'm getting so strong with the Force. Yeah. I can also choose weapons for my party members. Looks like he's already got pretty good guns, so just leave him alone.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yes?
Let's see if we can get outside. I want to show you like the city skyline.
Oh, we're playing a different game, are we?
No, the skyline of Taris.
Ooh.
There's lots of apartments in this area, and I do enjoy, if you have the hacking ability, you can just like open the doors, and sometimes there's just someone in there like, this is my home. Like, what are you doing?
Like, nah, it's my home now.
Yeah, well, you can be like that. You can be like, this is my house now, and you can just go to them.
I am the homeowner now.
Check it out.
Nice.
I mean, I know it doesn't look like much now, but in 2003, this game was pretty
This was
cool.
mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look bad.
No, I think it's
But
held really well.
Obviously, it's not 2022 graphics, but...
And I think it still plays really well. Like, the combat is obviously still a bit of an acquired taste, because it's like very hands-off, more than some people would like, but I think this game is still really good. You could play it now and have a really good time.
Nice.
Here's another opportunity to be good or bad. Or both. Looks like these guys are shaking down this old man for some money.
Yeah. How many times do you have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Gavik can't have people not paying his debt.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have?
He's got a great old man voice.
Yeah.
It's like, it's been 40 years since I had money.
No, help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I really like the look of sheer terror on that expression.
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
What should we...
Oh, now they're going to teach us a lesson. We just need to stop standing close to people who are in trouble. Because all it's doing is getting us in trouble.
Yeah, I like how we're like, we need to keep like a low profile because they're looking for us. And we're like, street fight?
Gam in the chat just said he likes how he's worried about witnesses in a public place. Yeah, that's a very good point. Like, oh my god, I can't believe there's citizens here on this bridge.
It's not even nighttime. It's like middle of the day in the city centre.
The AI was like, maybe you should go into stealth mode, computer. And the computer's like, nah, not doing it.
I was tempted to tell the old man to hand over all his credits so I can live, but I feel like we should be good.
Yeah. Like, great, I've killed those guys who were trying to take your credits. Now you owe me the credits.
Yeah. No, I'm going to be very generous.
You're giving him credits.
Yeah, I'm going to help him pay his debt.
You what debt? You just killed the people who he owed.
No, I killed like his henchmen.
Oh. So you reckon this guy can just rock up to Dev and be like, oh, we killed your boys, but here's money.
He'd just be like, I haven't seen him.
I mean, yeah, his face was pretty expressionless. I think he would have a good poker face.
Yeah. Welcome to Taris. Will you be playing any Star Wars games today, Ben?
I won't. I have a very busy today, so I won't be playing Star Wars games. But I will. I'm enjoying watching you play a Star Wars game on Star Wars Day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So when you have party members, you also like have to. You don't have to make sure they're happy, but sometimes the game will be like, "Hey, it looks like your friend's pretty upset about something," and you can chat to them and like try and help them resolve some of their issues. You know, this guy has been in a Star War, and now he's got PTSD, but the S in PTSD stands for Star. So you have to like help him work through that, help him come to grips with the fact that people that he loves have died.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty
the
big ask.
Mandalorians, though. It is a big ask.
Yeah. I mean, spoiler alert, I don't think I'm gonna manage it in this one conversation. I think I might have to check in with him repeatedly throughout our adventure and continually reassure him.
Yeah. Nice side quest there.
Yeah.
I know. Don't worry about it.
I saw it mentioned Mandalorians. Do you see any Mandalorians in this game?
You do, although they don't really look like the Mandalorians that you will know from the TV show. They just look like dudes with like good weapons and good armor, and they're like, by the way, I'm from Mandalore.
Do they even have the helmet on?
I don't think they do. I think you
But
can
that's
actually.
the way. That's the way.
I think there might be some with a helmet, but there's at least one. I think you can actually recruit him to your party, and he's just a dude. Like he's just a gruff man.
Right.
I think they kind of they refined some of the Mandalorian storyline when they started making a TV show.
a little bit later.
Yeah. Well, we're in the cantina, so maybe there'll be a Mandalorian in here somewhere.
Yeah.
If we're lucky, or maybe not. I want to find the band. You know how every Star Wars cantina has a band?
Yeah.
That can be our grand finale for today's stream. Yes! Here it is.
Yes, of course there's a band.
Okay, don't try and talk to the space strippers. Got it. The musician is too busy playing to pay any attention to you.
Oh, God.
So yeah,
It's like, I'm not taking requests. It's like, I'm not playing Living on a Prayer. It's not ours. It's not ours.
yeah, they wouldn't be able to get away with that. I mean, it hasn't even been invented because this is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. No one's written that song yet.
Maybe it's like a Back to the Future thing. Like you can ring up and you're like, hey, John Bon Jovi, I just heard this song. I think you're really gonna like it.
I think the only song they've written so far is like someone's written that and nobody else has thought of any other songs at this stage.
You're like, we've peaked.
Yeah.
It doesn't get better than this.
That's true, to be fair. We're about to get into some dueling, so maybe we'll call it there for today. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching on live on Twitch, if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and check out any future Let's Play videos. We'll be back next time, as in next year, I guess, and we're live every Thursday with our weekly live show at 4 PM BST. Don't miss it. See you later.
May the Force be with you.
Oh yeah, that too.
The whole point of the stream.
Yeah, I forgot.
And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again.